Hi, everybody. It is Deb Muller, CEO and founder of HRQD. We are back for another episode of 2 Minute Matters, and I'm really excited to be joined today by my co-star, Joshua Peterson. Joshua is the head of workplace accommodations and client experience at Disclo. If you are not familiar with Disclo, they are really the industry-leading platform for helping employers manage employee accommodations. So I'm sure you can imagine what we're going to talk about today. But hi, Joshua. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Deb, thanks for having me. I'm excited about our topic today.
Yeah, we've been teeing this up for a while, so I'm excited too to see what we can get done in 2 minutes. We could probably talk a lot longer. And we did just have a great webinar with the Disclo team and Keith Sunderling from the EEOC maybe a month ago, talking about accommodation. So if you haven't watched that, you can go on Empower, get the link, watch it. But now we want some of Joshua's expertise. So Joshua knows the rules. We got 2 minutes. I'm putting it on my phone right now. And he's going to really talk about sort of what's the most important thing when it comes to ADA accommodations that employers really need to get right. So 2 minutes for that. You ready to go, Josh?
Ready to go when you are, Deb.
Ready, and
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. So the most important parts of the interactive process for employers to get right are really just having an interactive process in itself, communicating timely, and then documenting everything. So on the interactive process, you'd be surprised how many employers get in trouble for just simply getting a request, making a decision, and then just going with it. And the EOC says you just can't do that. When you get a request, you need to engage in this process. That's a back and forth, good faith effort where you talk with the employee, you clarify their requests, you get to know what their real needs are. Because sometimes the request that they're asking, there could be 2 or 3 other ways to grant it. And by simply having this conversation in good faith, you get to know what you can as an employer actually offer to this individual. Just making sure, because things can be dynamic, you don't really know sometimes exactly on the surface what they're needing. So have a conversation in good faith to understand. If you aren't sure what's going to work, you can always offer a temporary or short-term accommodation and try it out. And that shows good faith. Second is communicating in a timely manner. When you get a request, respond, explain your process, and develop a process with templates so you know how to respond in different situations. Don't leave someone hanging when they've made a disclosure of their disability. It's real sensitive, and they just want to know that you received it, you care, there is a process, and someone is going to follow up with them and treat them with dignity. And then third is to document that process. I know, Deb, for ER, it's document, document, document. If it didn't happen, you don't have documents in a timely manner, then it may not have ever happened. And that's your number one way to have mitigation of risk in the ER HR department, is to document things and get an agreement from the employee about the conversation and the specifics that happened.
Wow. First of all, you did it in 2 minutes. I think you get a prize because you're one of our few. The bell hasn't gone off. We got 4 seconds left. But so great job on that. But, there's one thing I love that you said. I mean, I loved all of it. It's just doing it. The interactive process is not scary. It's about having a conversation. There's a lot of great resources, something like Disclo. There's Jan that you can go to, which is a job accommodations network. Wonderful. It's great. But the thing that you said, which I thought was really just thoughtful, was just try something out. Like, it's not forever. Do something temporarily to see if it works for both the employer and the employee and for the employer. Like, it's got to be give and take.
Absolutely. I can't say how many of our client employers that use Dispo where when they just try a trial accommodation, they learn that, oh, this actually does work. We actually can work with this. And just in doing that, you show the employee that you really care. You really are an inclusive employer, and you want to try to work with their needs and keep them employed at your company and retain their knowledge and skills with you.
Yeah, well, that's great. And see, I just kept going. So you kept to 2 minutes, but I couldn't stop talking with you about the conversation. But
it's
that's
such
how
an important
it goes.
Topic.
Yeah, it's a really important topic. Let us know what you think in the comments. What have you used that's work? What have you used? Any tips that you might have, community? We'd love to hear from you, and we'll keep the conversation going. But Joshua, thank you so much for sharing with the community and joining me. And I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much, Deb.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.